What is up, Heifers and friends? Welcome to a Walk and Talk Wednesday. It's your girl, Jillian. If you're new here to this channel, how are you doing? And welcome to a Walk and Talk Wednesday. Heifers, listen, I don't need to hear it. Your girl is running on CP time today, but you know what? We made it. It has been a crazy long day at work. So, y'all, we were just running a little bit late, but 10 minutes ain't bad. I feel like there's a little bit of a grace period. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all, hold up. We already, y'all, with the bot. Hold on one second, y'all. Okay, y'all, see, I saw a bot come up and y'all, I'm done. I am so done with the bots. But listen, Heifers, what are we doing on this Walk and Talk Wednesday? We are at Universal's Islands of Adventure. And y'all, we are here because of the recent announcement made about Halloween Horror Nights. They are gearing up. And even though we're in the spring, we're nowhere close to October. We're getting there. And they have to plan ahead, Heifers, and they have to go ahead and start making announcements. And a part of those announcements was talking about the premium screen nights, which if you've missed it on my channel, last year we went to the premium screen night, which is essentially the all-inclusive night where you pay this crazy fee. You go in, allegedly, supposedly, you're supposed to have short wait times to get into the haunted zones, the haunted mazes. All the food is included for the night. Y'all, it was a complete mess. We'll talk about that. We'll recap. But if you happen to miss my adventure on the premium screen night, check that out. But essentially, they announce dates for the premium screen nights. The tickets are out there. And so I want to talk about that a little bit, as well as look at some of the merch because of that recent announcement. They also have released some Halloween Horror Nights 2026 merch. So we're going to go into the located Halloween boutique and check that out. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. I agree, Heifers. Better late than never. And if you're new here to Walk and Talk, let me tell you what we typically do. Y'all, we are just here to touch some grass. We spend so much time in front of our screens that essentially the whole premise for this is that I take you along with me live at one of our favorite theme parks here in Central Florida. And we just kiki. We talk about anything pop culture related. I sometimes try to have these themed around a certain topic or subject. But Heifers, if there's ever anything you want to talk about, you can engage with your girl. Holla at me in the comments, whether you're watching live or whether you tune in after this is posted. So with that being said, Heifers, let's go ahead and get our walk on. And I see that they're actually giving away some pins. Did you see this over here, Whitney? They're giving away some pins. No, they're giving away some pins. Let's go see. Let's get us a little pin. Ooh, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, y'all, look. We got ourselves a Mario Galaxy pin. And for those of you all that are big Mario fans, I've not seen any of the Mario movies. I'll get 2 free movie tickets. Uh-oh. Okay. So y'all, they're doing big promotions right now for Mario Galaxy, which has just come out in theaters. My sister's actually just showing me some really cute popcorn buckets that have been released. That are like, they have a popcorn bucket that's like Yoshi and one of Yoshi's eggs. They have some star popcorn buckets and they have some star shoulder buddies. So I don't know that we'll get into that for this live stream because all of those Mario merchandise and the Galaxy promo is located in City Walk. And we are actually in Islands of Adventure right now. So we'll see TBD because Islands is open until 10 o'clock tonight. And, we hang out with each other for a good hour. So I don't know that we'll see it for this live stream, but if you all are interested in some of the Mario merch that's here at Universal City Walk, let me know. And I can always do a live stream from there. But yeah, they're giving out these pins. And as a part of the promotion, it says if you go ahead and sign on to the QR code, you get 2 free tickets, allegedly. So we'll see. I'll check that out at some point. But as the sign says above, we're going to go ahead and let the adventure begin. How has your day been? Y'all, as I was saying, I feel like every time I come on these walk and talks, you all hear me say that the day has been so busy for me. But really and truly, the past 2 weeks have been so intense at work that I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Your girl is running around like a chicken with her head cut off. And this is why I've said this before. I'll keep emphasizing this. No matter how tired y'all may get of me saying it, with everything going on in the world and how stressful our jobs are, it's so important to connect and unplug, doing something that brings you joy. And for me, hanging out with you all going to one of the Orlando theme parks, whether that's Disney, whether that's Universal, or having some fun experiences. That is what I'm all about. What do you think? Oh, okay. Y'all, we are actually approaching the Halloween boutique. So if you're unfamiliar, I've also have shown the Halloween boutique in some of my prior content. So check out some videos, but they've essentially relocated it. I'll walk to the area where it used to be located, but they have it toward the front of the park, and I'll spin around so you can see. So this is literally, y'all, right around the main entrance. And so you'll see this massive souvenirs store, the trading company store, and they have the Halloween boutique actually moved over here. That's going to be adjacent. So, y'all, I think this is just meant to be. I don't know if it's going to be like a temporary pop up or what they're going to do. Would you mind putting this in my backpack? Thank you. So, my sister's actually going to put my pen in the backpack, but you'll see right here, y'all, the Halloween Horror Night sign, which is exciting. Y'all know, if you are not new to my channel, you know I love Halloween. That's like my favorite holiday outside of Christmas. I love Christmas too, but I just love the fall in general. And so, y'all, here's one of the Halloween Horror Nights 2026 shirts. This is actually not too bad. Do you remember the clown's name? Y'all, I don't. I'm terrible with names. I have to deal with names all day, every day at my job. So I don't remember the names, but they have the clown mascot. Oh my God, it'll come to me at some point. Your girl was trying to be prepared, but I didn't have time because I was trying to get here safely. And they also have, I can't remember the black guy. Y'all, I'm just happy that my people are represented. I cannot remember the name. So if you all know the name, shout out in the comments. But the shirt is going to run you, is at $30? 35. So y'all, the Halloween Horror Nights shirt, if you happen to be over here anytime soon and they have these still in stock, this is going to run you about $35. I actually kind of like this because sometimes the shirts are hit or miss. I don't know that I'm going to buy a shirt right now. I may wait a little while longer just to see what else comes up on the market. But let's look at some of the other merch. So we have like the fun sign right here, All Hallows Eve and Lost Emporium. And if you're just joining, what's up? Welcome to Walk and Talk Wednesday with your girl, Jillian. Y'all, don't forget to bump up the algorithm, right? So hit those like buttons. Don't forget to subscribe. So that way you can tune into all of my caffeinated adventures here at Universal, as well as Disney and other experiences in and outside of Florida. But y'all, look at this. It's just so much fun. I am like, even though this is like small, things like this bring me joy because of my love of Halloween and just getting into the spirit of things. They have this other shirt, Halloween, open 24/7. This one's cute. I like it. And let's see, y'all, I'm going to try to keep you all heaped up on how much the shirts cost. I don't know that this one's going to cost the same as the Halloween Horror Nights, which was $35, because this one's not like, you know, an official Universal IP. Oh, don't drop the phone now. But let's see. Do you see a price on these, Whitney? Yo, I don't see a price. I'm going to guess it's probably somewhere between $25 and $30, but we'll see. Well, y'all, I don't know because this shirt is $37. Okay, so let me shut up. Maybe I was thinking it was going to be a little bit less, but y'all, I'm guessing that if this is $37, the other shirt's probably going to be about the same price, if not the same. Oh, I like the front. Do you have that? This one's fun, y'all. And let me tell you, the part of the reason why I don't know that I'm going to actually get a shirt, if you happen to make your way over to Islands of Adventure and you see the Halloween boutique shop, they have these shirts available like all year round. So I don't necessarily feel pressed. Now, if you see a design that you really like, I do recommend getting it because shirts like this, like typically when they sell out, they sell out. They switch out the designs all the time. So it has to be something that I feel really drawn to because I typically don't start wearing my Halloween shirts until we hit like August, like we get to the fall. Oh yeah, this one's cute. And this one's going to run you $37 as well. And let me know, y'all, I'm monitoring your comments. So shout out to my Twitch fam, shout out to my YouTube fam. Feel free to hit your girl up in the comments. I am monitoring. I used to, y'all, show the comments on my stream, but I feel like it impacted the experience of being able to get a really good visual of what we're seeing. So I will highlight your comments if you post, and depending on what you say, because don't start tripping. If you start tripping, I will not be highlighting your comment. I will delete and block. Here's another one. It's giving me, oh, so these are like the villains, y'all, because we have like Catwoman here. I don't know if Harley Quinn is supposed to be either of these women, or I don't know if they're just women dressed in costume. Oh, just in costume. Okay. I don't really love that, y'all. It's not my, that's probably my least favorite one, just because it doesn't appeal to me. They have this skirt here. And shout out to my sisters who wear the skirts and the shirts. I am such a pants person. I have not worn a skirt in a long time. I just feel more comfortable in pants. I used to wear skirts in like when I worked. This is like y'all pre-pandemic. And I was working in government. I had to wear office attire all the time. So now that I work a remote corporate job, y'all, I've totally gone casual with everything. But here's this shirt. This one, I like this one. The Zoltar, it's like a possessed Zoltar, y'all. So this one's cool. We're gonna keep looking around. And then is this like a demented Easter bunny? Wow. Y'all look just in time for your favorite holiday. Easter. Wow. That's hysterical. And then y'all, they have another one, like a little pinup girl style. Again, I'm not a fan of the pinup girl look, but you may be. I like the color of that shirt. And if you're just tuning in, y'all, we are just checking out some of the Halloween merch at the located Halloween boutique store here at Islands of Adventure. Okay, this one's all right. It's invoking the cowboy era that I feel like a lot of people started getting into because of the queen bee. Is that a different? Oh, okay. Yo, this one's all right. I know some of these shirts are wild. Judy, you'll have to tell us which one you like. Yeah, no, this one's not me. But hey, if you're a fan of the Mummy, that one may be for you. We have a lot of shirts right here. Yeah. This one's fun, y'all, especially if you like the Latin wrestling. And so that's what I mean. So y'all see how this one rack, this is a very small rack, had all those different type of designs. Once they sell out of these designs, it's pretty much done unless it's like wildly popular. And they have some more designs up here, black and white. I actually think these may be like tarot cards. Y'all, I don't really mess with the tarot cards. So for my witchy heifers out there, you have to tell me if these are in fact tarot cards. I'm just guessing because of what it says down here at the bottom. But again, if you are into this type of design, this could certainly be an option for you. And then what I also like is they also have like different types of merch, like you'll have the sage that you can burn, like some candles. That actually smells really nice. But again, shout out to my Wiccan witchy heifers, because this is definitely something that you may be into. But also, y'all, with some of the nonsense I've been dealing with at work, sometimes I just want to get some sage. And I'm like, we need to clear out the negativity. We need to clear out the negative spirits up in here. And y'all, this is all open. You see this? We're going to walk back to the area where this store used to be located, because it's so crazy to walk over here and see it all open, like kind of like a bazaar in the Middle East, And if you're just joining, right when we walked in, this is the official Halloween Horror Nights 2026 shirt. And they have some magnets here. And they also have some tumblers available. Oh, wow, these are large. Yeah, they're big. Oh, man. I wonder do you think it's refillable? Probably not. I think so. Yeah, y'all, I don't think that these are the refillable ones, but it says Halloween Horror Nights, and it has like that same pattern that they have on the shirt. How much was that? 30. Okay, y'all, these are 30, and this is also like aluminum, and it has the lid and the straw. That's not terrible. I would be interested in this if this could go in the freestyle machines for like Halloween Horror Nights, because you need something like that to stay hydrated, to like drink your water, drink your tea. And here's like your
chance shirts.
oh, see y'all, they have Last Chance right here. And the Last Chance rack is 29.60. And that other rack is on its Last Chance. I think that we were looking at that, all those different designs. So yeah, y'all, you'll see this is probably like all the like spooky Christmas shirts that are the Last Chance shirts. Which again, for these type of designs, I typically they're like hit and miss for me. Do you like wearing like the like Halloween take on our favorite holidays? Oh, that's fun. We will have Halloween on Christmas. Come on now. Taking some inspiration from Nightmare Before Christmas. Disney's like, yeah, as long as you don't use our IP, we won't have to come for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
look like that.
Yeah, the ghost looks kind of weird.
Got legs.
Oh yeah, the ghost with the legs, y'all. I don't know. That one's not entirely my favorite. Oh my God. Y'all, this would freak me out. Oof. Listen, if Santa Claus was rocking like that, I'd be like, listen, put me on the nice list. For real, for real. I've been good all year long. Wow.
Yeah.
And look at the devil. The devil's always busy, y'all. Even on Christmas. Christmas is no exception. That's why we need our sage to clear out the spirits. Hallelujah. Okay, this is just y'all like some Marvel comic stuff. Let's see. I see more. Oh yeah. Okay, y'all. So it looks like they have some of the like surprise boxes, and you can get one of like the Universal monsters or one of the like spooky characters that's a part of Universal's IP. So we see like Pennywise, Chucky, the Bride, Frankenstein, Scarecrow. Man, they have a lot over here.
But that's the same clown from the thingy, but it says his name is John.
Oh, Jack the Clown. Y'all, I'm saying that's Pennywise. Jack the Clown is the name of the clown on the picture. Now we got to figure out the name of our brother. But you can get one of the spooky pop-up boxes and it will have one of these. Do you like the surprise boxes? Because I want to know. I want to know what I am buying. Yeah, I agree, Judy. Some of the shirts are very odd. Okay, yeah, this one, see, I'm not feeling it, but that's like a villain from the Marvel universe. And y'all, okay. So this is something else that I love that they have here, but it's all like the like hot sauces. Because we love our hot sauce. And not only is it hot sauce, but it's coffee too, which is a fun combination. But you have like the ghost tonic, sauce man. So like listen, if you come to Universal and you're afraid about your food not having flavor, you could just pop over here and grab you a bottle of something. Pumpkin spice. So y'all, it's not the season just yet. So I think this will be fun as we get closer to the fall, but just so many different options, which again, I think this is hilarious because if you're coming out here, depending on the restaurant, you may want to come over here and pick up a bottle of hot sauce for real, because the food could be very hit or miss depending on where you're going. So you need to add some flavoring. Oh my gosh, yeah. The Santa Claus does look like a Boondocks character. I agree. And you all know, how are we going to have Java in Journeys without a little bit of Java in our lives? So they have all the coffees like over here, which I think is great. And y'all, I just purchased this one recently. So check out one of my walk and talk Wednesdays where we are actually walking around looking at the Mardi Gras celebrations. They actually had this in the Mardi Gras like tribute store, which is funny. I have not tried this yet, but it smells so delicious. So when I do try it, and if I can remember, I'll let you know how good it is. But they have like the zombie dirt. It's like all these different things, y'all. The shrieking toad over here. Oh my gosh. And we have burial grounds. And again, with the zombie dirt. And so the coffee is $21. And again, if you are a season pass holder, you get a little bit of a discount on your season pass. Oh, this one's fun, y'all. Just in time for, the season of love. I know that we've just passed it, but I think this is great. This one's actually funny. I like this one. Valentine. I'm dead serious. My life was grim without you. Oh my gosh, she'll feel that way about me because that wow. She wants to see her make that face. Let me tell you, she don't know what she would do if she didn't have me in her life, okay? She don't know.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the good boy Chucky.
Yes, y'all look at all the Chucky merch. There's actually some new Chucky merch. So I've seen the fans before, y'all. I have not seen the hat though. The hat is cute. Yeah, this is all like new Chucky merch. They have like the beanies over here. And like look at the bag. It looks like Chucky's sneaker. And y'all, I'm not going to cover the prices for everything. Well, let me look real quick on some of this stuff that's a little bit accessible. So the beanie is going to be 27. The fan, y'all, is going to be 18. And I think the bag, let's see, y'all. The bag is 35 here. And then they have like the good guys. This is like a zip, like a jacket, I guess. Because I don't know that I would wear this as like a shirt. I don't know. This like meant to be like a shirt, like a long sleeve shirt, kind of like a
It's a jacket.
jacket. Yeah. It's just a little thin, y'all. Oh, and it has pockets. Okay. All right. Y'all, this I have been eyeballing this Chucky pullover since Halloween Horror Nights. That's when they first, at least when I first noticed it, Halloween Horror Nights last year, 2025. And of course, it didn't go on sale because Chucky's a part of the IP, but they also have some matching sweatpants. I really like this. And I have not seen all the Chucky films, nor have I seen the show either. I've just seen like the first Chucky, and that's it. And they have the bag over here. This is new. You see Chucky's little demented face. And then y'all, they have like a Chucky onesie over here. They have like some socks. Oh, the bag. The bag is hilarious, y'all. It looks like the like box that Chucky comes in. And then they have Chucky and Tiffany over here. I'm actually not sure what this is. Do you know what this is? It's supposed to be like a yeah, it's just like a okay, yeah, y'all. I think it's just like if you're traveling, you can put your things because I think the Chucky and Tiffany container is just like a little zipped storage container for like jewelry or whatever you're traveling with. And we have a Tiffany plushie. Let's see, the plushies, y'all, are gonna run you $25. We have Chucky over here.
Ocean sensor.
And then this shirt they've also had before, so this is not entirely new, but the love hurts. Chucky and Tip forever. Forever, y'all. And ever, ever. And ever, ever. And then here are some house shoes. And listen, I've talked about this before, but if you are looking at the house shoes, you're like, am I truly an adult medium or am I an adult small? Listen, Heffa, if you don't have any socks, you better not put your little sweaty foot in this. Don't make me cuss you out because I hate when people do that. And I see it all the time. And also, pro tip, and y'all, this is just me because I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. If you ever see house shoes like this, and especially at a theme park, because 9 times out of 10, someone has put their foot in it, either go for like the one that's the topmost shelf and like reach for the one that's like a pair or two behind. Okay. It doesn't guarantee that no one's put their foot in it, but hopefully they haven't. Okay. Y'all know what I'm saying? Because listen, I'm not trying to get hand, foot, and mouth disease. Okay. And if you're not sure that someone's put their foot in it, make sure to Lysol that sucker out as soon as you get it, y'all. Because I don't play that. This is fun. Dracula. And they also have a mug, y'all. It may be a little hard to see. Yeah, there's not great lighting in the back part. And y'all, they have like a lot of there's literally, if you were like, I want to shop for my whole attire, my Halloween attire, and what I'm going to be like walking the spooky walk in. Oh my gosh, I like that. Y'all look, it's the bride and it's like this dress. This is cute. Y'all, if she was about 30 pounds smaller, I probably would go for something like that. That's really cute.
Oh, I got 2X.
Oh, they have a 2X. Okay. Look at Universal being size inclusive. Oh, that's nice. Y'all, I like this. And I was just saying, I'm not typically a dress person. And the reason why is because all the running around and things that I do, it's just quicker for me to do all that running around in like a pair of pants versus having like a skirt. But y'all, look at the earrings. And if you are just joining the channel, what is up? We are looking at the recently relocated Halloween boutique. We were just looking at the Halloween Horror Nights shirt that they put out in honor of the announcement. And y'all, we're going to get into the talk about Premium Spring Night. So just you wait. But to my Alfred Hitchcock loving girls, we have the birds. I actually like this. Y'all, I'm a birds lover. Like I have a lot of bird stuff in my house. So this is just hilarious to have something like this. Oh my gosh, I also like the hat, the bucket hat, y'all. And I'm not a bucket hat person, but this is cute and it's reversible. So this is one side that just has like the birds and the stripes, and then you can get like this side, and it also says like the birds on there. Yo, they have an umbrella. Wow, this is like dedication to the birds. Oh, I like the long sleeve. Yo, the long sleeve is fun. I like the design on that. And this is just a part of Universal's like horror universe. So I like that. What's up, Caesar? How's it going? And y'all, they have the bride plushies. This is cute. I will say too, Universal has a lot of adorable, adorable plushies and Funko Pops and all of that. So y'all, this is pretty much it. So if you find your way over here, the Halloween boutique, just keep in mind, it's like, oh, oh my gosh, y'all, what am I talking about? This is it. There's a lot of stuff back here. I think there's more stuff in this area that they have out here than when they were in that other area. We're going to look and see what that looks like. Y'all, look at this shirt. Yeah, I agree. I loved that Red Crow shirt. What? Oh, they do. Oh, uh-oh. Y'all, look at this. Let me show you. It looks like they have a psychic reading over here. Y'all, I need for someone to tell me, am I going to is your going to be able to become a full-time content creator? That's what I need to know. Oh, I love that. Y'all, they have like psychic readings going on, henna tattoos. Listen, be kind and not a monster, because we don't have time for all that, okay? Okay? Y'all, they have a lot of merch here, I feel. Probably more here. Oh, and look, y'all, you can pick like your henna tattoo. They have a whole booklet with different designs. See, I would like something like this that looks like a little bit more like Indian.
Questions about the henna?
Oh no, just looking.
Have you done it?
No.
It's all natural. It's made of a plant and lasts about 7 to 10 days.
Oh, nice.
Questions, okay?
Oh, thank you. Oh no, that's good to know. I had no idea henna lasted that long. Y'all have always wanted to do henna. And you could just get all sorts of patterns. This is so cute. And it looks like most of these designs, y'all, $35, but it lasts 7 days. And then some of these smaller ones, like if you just want something on your finger, it's 15. So that's not bad. Oh, see, y'all, this is what I want. I want like the whole hand. That's like $40. I think, yeah, okay. And look, they have like skeleton. Y'all, I want to try. I want to try henna. Oh my gosh, that is a good question. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of, I, so here's my thing, because I do have some friends that are really into the psychic readings. And I was like, so what the psychic told y'all, did it actually come true? And they were like, yes, it absolutely did. But it wasn't something like, okay, you're going to win the lottery and here are the numbers. It's not like that. It's a bit more spiritual. That's what I've heard. And so I don't know, because part of me is like, I don't think I want to know. Like, it's like I want to know, but I don't want to know. If that makes any sense. You know, it's like this snake. If my fate is going to be being trapped in a jar, I don't think I want to know that that's going to be my fate. But then again, maybe it's nice to know so you could try to plan ahead. But if that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. You do. Caesar, would you do that? And like my heifers out there, would you do it? Because there's no shade, there's no judgment. I just don't know. I feel like if I were to do it, it's because I'm in a very confused place and I need clarity and I need direction. Okay, Judy, you said it's a no for you. I feel like I'm really seeking something out if I do it. And what's funny, I love this crop top, y'all. Beautifully dramatic. Okay. I have a lot of things in my mental that I am going to keep on my list. I don't think I'm going to buy anything today. We're going to wait right now, but there's a lot of stuff that I like that I'm going to mull on. Okay. But I was going to say the psychic reading for those of y'all who love like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So this is what I think is hilarious. Okay. What I think is hilarious is I remember Kim Zolciak. She had her psychic honey. This is like in the South, right? And she would go to her psychic's house. And the woman seemed like a sweet lady. Like she seemed highly competent. She wasn't like kooky or like weird or like off the rocker. And y'all, look at how beautiful the sunset is. And we have Paul over here. This is awesome, y'all. It's such a nice evening. I'll also say, should we go in the direction of where the Halloween boutique used to be located? Okay, is it this way? Okay. Y'all, I don't know where I'm going. My sister's trying to navigate me because, your girl will get lost. Like, you all will be talking with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. And somehow I'll end up over on the studio side, and I don't know how I got over there. Oh my gosh. Okay. I see you, Caesar. So Kim Zolciak, she would go to her sidekick, y'all. And this is when she, like the early season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? And so the psychic actually told her, you're going to have more kids. And maybe like she's going to come into some money. I don't know about her wealth.
She told her to have like 4 more kids.
Yeah, like she was going to have 4 more kids or whatever. And y'all, this was like way before she got into her marriage with Corey Bierman. And if you are new to Islands of Adventure, we are walking over in Seuss's Landing, y'all, which is all, as you can catch the drift, Dr. Seuss thing. And so, y'all, for real, that's what ended up happening with Kim. And she didn't believe her psychic when she told her that. She was like, yeah, whatever. But y'all, Kim actually ended up having 4 kids. She ended up getting married to Croy, even though she destroyed his financial prospects. Y'all, she spent that coin. And I'll show you some views over here. I actually feel a little bit bad for Corey. Like I feel a little bit bad and then not bad for him because I'm like, you should have known when you were marrying, baby. Because Kim, it was very clear that Kim is very much a gold digger. Okay. That's my opinion. From what I saw of Kim Zolciak, I don't know the woman, don't need to know her. I wish her the best in life. But it looks like she spent that man's money gambling, doing all sorts of stuff. They had a terrible, terrible divorce. I don't even know if they're officially divorced, but I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for all of Kim's kids. I do, especially the youngest ones. I feel terrible for them. So, there's that. The psychic didn't predict how the marriage was going to go, but she did predict all the kids. There's all the Dr. Seuss merch. So I do believe that there are some people who are very spiritually connected and who could probably tell you things. But I think if you go to a psychic and they say something crazy about like lottery and all that, I feel like they're just blowing smoke. They don't know what they're talking about. Because that's not the point of it. At least that's what I've heard. That is not the point. They cannot do that. If someone tells you I know the winning numbers and all that, they're straight up hustling you. All right? A hustle. It's a hustle, baby. And I love Dr. Seuss, like the pavilion, the books, the story. This is so cute, but y'all, it needs some TLC. Like some of the rides and the attractions, like Cat in the Hat, need some TLC. If I could take you all on Cat in the Hat, I would do it, but they do not allow any sorts of like recording or filming, which is a shame because it is a trippy experience. It is so trippy. And I've actually never eaten inside the cafe over here, y'all. I think is this the first time that we're walking through like Dr. Seuss Pavilion? Oh my God. Y'all, here's some of the food they have going on over here right now. I'm so hungry. Wow, yo, they had a green eggs and ham chocolate. We'll see if it comes up. A pizza burger. Huh. I don't know about that. A pizza burger. It looks like it was just pepperonis on a burger. Y'all, look at that. The green eggs and ham chocolate cheesecake. Huh. I don't know, y'all. The roast beef bacon burger. She look a little iffy. They have a poke bowl. Do you know anything about the food over here? Yeah, I don't know. The food at Universal is so hit and miss. It's so hit and miss. If you haven't seen this already, because you know your girl likes to make a shameless plug. Um, Lombard's, that has to be one of the best seafood restaurants I've had at a theme park. So Lombard's is good. I think the Three Broomsticks is good. What else? Oh, there's another restaurant we'll walk by that's here at Islands, Mythos. Mythos, I have a video about Mythos. Mythos is really good. So like the formal sit down ones, I think tend to be pretty nice. But some of these quick service ones, like Three Broomsticks is a good quick service restaurant. But I don't know, some of them y'all are hit and miss. Oh, which reminds me. So let's talk about Premium Scream Night. You're like, Heffa, you said that we're going to talk about Halloween Horror Night. So we saw some of the merch. We saw the HHN 2026 shirt, the magnet. We saw all of that. Oh my gosh, Caesar, I done missed all your comments. Sometimes, you know, your girl, she a millennial. She don't know how to use her phone sometimes. Let's see, the old Kim's over. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Kim was so disrespectful. Oh my gosh. And I 100% agree. The old Kim Zolciak needed a therapist before a sidekick. Yes, honey. Because Kim is a piece of work. She is a straight up piece of work, y'all. Like, and let me tell you what a blessing Kim's like messiness is. Because of how trifling Kim is, it has blessed us with so many infamous Nene leaked memes and sayings like wig and like, where is your scooter? Where is your scooter? If y'all don't know, just like Google some of Nene Leakes, like her most famous memes, most of them are about how trifling Kim are in one way or another. One way or another. But where is your scooter? That's the one that really gets me. And just to give y'all a little bit of context, I promise you, we'll talk about Premium Scream Night, but a little bit of context. So Nene and Kim always beef back and forth. So what had happened was that Kim claimed that she rolled up on Nene while Nene was out shopping, and allegedly Nene was parked in a handicap spot. And Nene was like, I don't know what you were talking about. You did not see me. And so she was like, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And so anyway, they went back and forth, and that went into the whole famous, like, where's your scooter comment from Nene. So hilarious. So hilarious. Because Nene was basically trying to call out, or Kim was trying to call out Nene. It's like, girl, mind your business. And y'all, this is so cool. So this whole area, this used to be an attraction, and it is completely shut down. But they've opened up like the queue part, because I don't know, this was the overflow for something. But anyway, it's nice that you can actually walk through here a little bit. And I wish they still had this attraction, because this was so cool. And just like the set and the props around it, I think are so interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh, y'all, so here's Mythos. This is the restaurant that I was telling you about. That's one of the better restaurants and places to get food out here at Universal. So when we talk about like what are places I recommend, if you find yourself over here at Universal, Mythos is definitely one of those. Try to get a reservation, and it's okay if you can't. Try to see if they'll allow you to walk up, because sometimes they'll take walk-ups, but it just depends on how busy. But this is the front. Y'all, this restaurant is good. Check out one of my my videos about it. It is very tasty. So we're walking up toward where the Halloween boutique was located. Here's some more views of this particular attraction. You all see, this is just like so insane. You see that massive foot? It's just so crazy. So as we're walking up to the Halloween boutique, so Premium Scream Night. So of course, like Universal announces their premium scream nights, like when it's going to be happening and all that. Now, if you all happen to miss it, I did the premium screen night for the first time last year. And the reason why I did it is because the first year they did it, which was 2024, a lot of, content creators went out there and, they were showing like how great the experience was. They were able to not have to wait in line very long for all the haunted houses. And you all know those mazes can take hours sometimes of waiting because the crowds are like rolling that deep. So with premium screen night, it's like you can skip like having those long waits, not skip the line, but you're not having to wait in line as long. All the food is included, and it doesn't have to be from like the Halloween, like the themed booths. It could be in their restaurants, not the sit down. The sit down restaurants, they completely close those, but even like the quick service restaurants. You get like a burger, you get all sorts of stuff. So you can not only try like the Halloween themed food, but you can also try like if there's any other food places, like quick service restaurants you've always wanted to get into but have never been able to try. And y'all, here is the location of the Halloween boutique. This is where it used to be. It's no longer here. So the Lost Emporium has moved to the front of the park, okay, the front of Islands. I know. It's so cool, Caesar. Like, I shout out to the Universal designers because I really do think they could rival some of the Disney designers. Because I think the difference between like Universal and Disney's fantastic, but like with them having like the licenses to a lot of these movies, like, come on now. Like Harry Potter, like you really feel like you're in the movie or you're in the book. Like it really doesn't get better than this. So, y'all, what ended up happening is that because, a lot of the content creators were talking about how great Premium Scream Night was, we're walking into Hogsmeade. A lot of people like me were like, okay, we'll go the next year. So, y'all, it's a coin. It costs. It's going to cost you a little bit of a coin. So right now, the tickets are for $3.99, and that is per person. But again, keep in mind, you're not supposed to wait in line that long. All the food's included. Y'all, it's so busy right here. So we're going to try to pack our patience pants and we move around aloof people. We have honeydukes over here. So, of course, what ends up happening, y'all, everybody and their mama went to Premium Scream Night, and it did not end up being as good of a time as we were all hoping. Like, the lines were still quite long. I don't even think when we went to the Premium Scream Night, we did not even complete all the houses. I think there was still one or two that we just didn't have time to cover. And the food was not that great, y'all. It wasn't. And so if you're curious what Universal ended up announcing, essentially, because I think of all the feedback that they got, because a lot of people were pissed off, because it ended up not being what they promised. Low wait times, good food. Bye, Caesar. Have a good one, babe. Thank you for joining. Oops, sorry, excuse me. So, y'all, Universal promised all of this, and then it just ended up being the opposite experience. I didn't have a terrible time. It just wasn't that great for the amount of money. Because can you imagine dropping $400, okay, thinking that you're going to have good food? And I know good food could be subjective, right? There may be some people who are like, I love the food, y'all. I tell you, everyone can catch these hands, all right? Everyone. Disney, Universal, it does not matter. I'm not hurting anyone's check in their checking account, okay? The food was not that great. It wasn't. And so when you're having to wait in line, you're not able to, like, long lines. You're not able to get through to all the houses. The food is not that great. I was just like, what am I paying for? So I think because of all the complaints, they made some changes. So what's going to end up happening this year is that they're going to have 2 nights instead of 1 night for the Premium Screen Night. It's still going to be $3.99. And they're alleging, I wish y'all, if I was at my desktop and I was really sophisticated with all this, I would put my little allegedly badge up. But allegedly, y'all, as we're walking through. And again, we're trying to just pack our patience pants here because it is crazy busy. Like, I'm like, where do all these people come from, y'all? Because it was not this busy toward the front of the park. Um, so did you want to do Hagrid's? I don't know what the wait time is. So we're gonna look to see what the wait time is for Hagrid's because they now have it on Express. And if it's like 30 minutes, we'll probably do it. But if it's gonna be like an hour or so, we're probably gonna skip it. Like we've gone on Hagrid's before, but it's quite fun. So y'all, they're gonna do 2 nights. And they're saying that because it's 2 nights, still all the food's included, low lines. Hopefully they'll help the crowd control. But here's the thing, what they don't tell you in all of this is like some sort of a guarantee of like, we are restricting capacity, like some sort of language like that. We are capping capacity by 20%, something, anything. That would at least make me think about it for 2.2 seconds. Like, don't want to spend another $400. The economy, it's tight right now, okay? So we have to be careful where we're putting our coins, right? If we're going to drop that kind of cheddar, then we want to make sure we're having a good time. And y'all, I don't think I'm going to do it this year. Maybe my mind could change. You all tell me, would you do it if you had a bad experience? I don't feel inclined to do it because I don't know that I feel confident that the crowd sizes are going to be lower. And the other reason why I don't think I'm going to do it is because I think what I'm going to do, based upon like how often I go to Halloween Horror Nights, I think I'm going to try to drop some coin on a frequent fear pass that's unlimited. Y'all, she is a little expensive, but I feel like I am like in these Halloween streets. You all know me. I am in the Halloween streets. So that's what I think that's going to be the goal. Only 40 minutes. It's an hour and 40 minutes even on Express.
It's probably gonna be like half of that, so like 90 minutes.
Ooh, y'all, we're not waiting over an hour. I'm hungry too. I already told y'all. Y'all, here is Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. It is so cool. And I'll show you, we're just looking at the wait times over here. And it is, y'all, it's 140 minutes. But the queue is so awesome for this ride. And you can kind of see above like a little bit of like the design. Any other night, I would do this, especially if I had already eaten. I just don't feel like waiting in line that long. Yeah. We're guessing, y'all. We don't know how long the Express line is. But typically, Express is half the time that's posted for the typical wait time. Did you want to do it? Okay, yeah. Y'all, we may come back later this evening if we hang out a little while longer. So I don't think I'm gonna do Premium Scream Night because I don't trust it. And then also on top of that, my sister was telling me that they are offering the VIP package, same price, which is interesting. And the difference between that and the VIP is that the VIP is like the actual tour. So basically, the Universal team member will actually escort you. You skip the line. There's like no waiting at all. So you and your party completely skip the line. You go directly up front. That's like really the biggest benefit. And I'm confused. I'm like, why is that the same cost as just the ticket to the Premium Screw Night? So I feel like I must be missing something because I'm like, there's no way that it costs the same. And y'all, I didn't get a chance to read all the fine details. So go online. If there's something you think you're interested in, check it out. Do your research before you spend that coin, because I don't personally know, like for real, I don't know that your girl is, I would be interested in the VIP night. If I could get a group together, I would probably do that, but I don't want to spend all that money. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to spend $400 on that and then try to get an unlimited pass. Like, that seems, I don't know. Listen, if I was balling, like big balling and money was absolutely no object, I would do it. But because I think I'm going to try to splurge on the frequent fear pass that's unlimited, that's going to cost some monies. So I think I'm just going to pour my Beyonce account, my Beyonce checking account into that. And that way I can come to Halloween Horror Nights all the days, any day I want to. I'm not restricted because, y'all, we did the frequent fear pass last year. And that was cool. But there were like restrictions around that. So you could only come like certain days during the weekday. You couldn't come on the weekends at all. So that's why I'm like, I kind of want to just, because I love the Halloween celebrations and festivities here. So, y'all, that's what I think I'm going to do. But drop down in the comments, let me know. You feel me, Judy? I appreciate that. It's nice to feel heard. It's nice to feel heard, y'all. Because I'm just like, listen, things are way too expensive right now. You have to be careful where you're putting your money and your experiences. And for me, I'm like, I have to be strategic how I move and shake. Now, if your girl can get Universal's attention and get that, like, get a special like media badge or something, then yes, I'll go to all the things, especially when I don't have to pay for it. But y'all, I feel like I've talked so much ish about like Universal and Disney. I don't know, y'all, that I'm ever going to get on anyone's media pass. I'm not wholesome enough. Y'all, here is we're creeping on into the Jurassic World territory. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know I'll ever do this. What is this rock called again? Oh yeah, the Velocicoaster, y'all. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Y'all, I have not gotten on the Velocicoaster because I told you all I have really bad motion sickness. But my co-producer and my sister said it's very smooth, and it does look smooth. Like, to be fair, it looks very smooth. I'm just a chicken. And I'm like, I don't want to risk getting sick, but I'll do it. Especially, I'll say this much. I don't know when I'll do it, but if I do move back to the West Coast at some point, I'll do it before then. Hi, hi, hi. It's Carol. What's up? What'd you say? Oh, you know who that is? Oh, what's up, Carol? Thank you for joining, love. How are you? Y'all, I will say, I appreciate the community my sister has built up on the gaming side of the house. And for those of you all, I think I give my sister her props on most of my videos and when she's not pissing me off. You know, when she's not getting on my nerves. I'm good, darling. I'm good. I am trying to stay cool out here. But honestly, the weather's not too bad tonight. Y'all, we have not hit like the super hot, humid weather. Okay. Which I am thankful. I'm just going to lean in and enjoy it being mild for Florida right now. But yes, I think before we move, I may try my best. Oh, okay. So, Carol, Whitney was telling me that you are in California. I miss Cali. I lived in Southern California for like 2 years. I miss it so much. I was just saying that if I ever move back to the West Coast, I will get on Velocicoaster before I leave. And y'all, my little millennial brain. I was also saying that my sister has a really great like gaming community. Check her out, Whitney. That's WHIT_NEE15. And if you love like watching games, she's typically playing Dead by Daylight. Have you done Killer Clowns in a while? Repo, like a few other games, and it's so hilarious. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all, I tried to do Killer Clowns. Listen, she says I'm foolish. She is more foolish, okay? I don't trust it. Oh, you're in Northern Cali. Yes. So sometimes I have to, not that this is like too far north, but like the furthest north I think I have been is the Bay. And I sometimes have to go to the Bay Area for work. So I will find myself sometimes in San Francisco. And I love San Francisco. I've come to appreciate San Francisco a bit more because I used to not know how I felt about it, but it's warmed up. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I love the Bay Area. Like, I'm now more at peace. If I ever needed to move to the Bay Area for work, I would be okay with it. At first, like many years ago when I hadn't visited enough and I wasn't sure what I'd be getting myself into, I was like, well, I don't know about that. But San Francisco has great food. And I actually don't mind the weather and having to dress in layers. I don't mind that. Some people don't like it. And I feel like as long as you know what you're getting yourself into, because I made the horrific mistake my very first time going to San Francisco. I did not dress in layers. And I assumed because it was Cali, I was like, oh, it's going to be hot. It's going to be so hot because I went in the summer. It was not hot. It was cold. And I was not dressed appropriately. So I learned the hard way that day that when you go to San Francisco and you go to the Bay, you go to Oakland, any city, Sacramento, you need to, oh no, I hope that person's okay. Y'all, they have the medics out here, but you have to dress in layers. Yes, I hear that. I also lived in Seattle. So I am and I lived in Seattle for like 10 years. So I am definitely used to colder weather in the rain. And Seattle, it doesn't really warm up until the summer. And when I say the summer, like maybe 3 months in the summer, 2 to 3 months. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. It's just crazy. I don't know that I could do this. My spirit, every time I see the Velocicoaster, y'all, my spirit feels like it's leaving my body. And if you're just joining, y'all, we are walking around the Jurassic World area and we are just enjoying the evening, the vibes out here at Islands of Adventure. But yes, I will also say, speaking of walking by the Medic, if you will find yourself coming out here, I think spring break season, for those of you all that have children in school, or if you're a teacher, if you're an educator, I think maybe we're past spring break. You all correct me if I'm wrong. But if you come out here and you're vacationing, especially if you're planning to come out here in the summer, please, please, please stay hydrated, wear the right clothes. Oh, this is so cool. I've never noticed this. This is new.
It's that kid coaster. You have to be a kid.
Oh, okay. So y'all,
Say the former night, so it's right.
oh, I didn't know that. Yo, this is all new back here. I think it's called oh, it's not? Is it? I never noticed it. It has? Y'all, I don't ever come back here.
Don't be right. Get that kid. That's what they always don't see.
Oh, okay. See, my sister's being like my co-producer and she's keeping me up on game. Cause y'all, I'm so aloof at times. I don't remember seeing any of this. Yeah, I don't know, y'all, that this is running, but this is like the kiddie coaster where you have to have a child in order to get on. So my husband, he likes getting coaster credit. And so he probably will need someone's child to do this. I need to get one of my de facto nieces or nephews to come out here. I know. I know. Y'all, she looking at me. She did not like small kids. Although she's good with kids. I don't know why she's making that face. As long as your child is well behaved, you don't have to worry about them going into the pond. Yeah, Winnie don't do baby kids. She does not do them at all. But yeah, y'all, like stay well hydrated. You can bring your own refillable tumbler over here and you can get, I know, Dad. Y'all, the etiquette is at an all-time low. That's the other thing too. Let me finish my point. Make sure to stay well. Listen. Okay. You can't take your people out nowhere, y'all. So stay well hydrated, dress appropriately, and also pay attention. Don't make me cuss you out, okay? Like there cannot be 10 of y'all in a group taking up the whole aisle, okay? Learn to scoot over. Oh yes, y'all, here is the King Kong. It's hard to see at the top, but look at the front. This is so creepy. I actually like this ride. This is fun. And y'all, I don't know that I can actually film. I don't think that you can film on like any of the Universal rides, can you? Universal's very strict about filming because you all know I love to take y'all with me, which is why, speaking of which, in like California and Halloween Horror Nights. So if you're just joining, we talked about Halloween Horror Nights 2026 because they made an announcement about the premium Scream Nights. And we looked at some of the merch because they just launched like one of the shirts, which was really cool. But I was going to say, I've been looking forward to going to Universal Hollywood. And y'all, we can actually go into the the haunted houses together. So if your girl is balling and she hasn't gotten fired from her job yet, then hopefully she can rustle up the coin and go to Southern California. And y'all, we could go inside. I could do a live stream and we could actually go into some of the haunted houses. You can't do that here, which is so weird to me. I don't know why. Oh, yes. I agree. Like, come out here. Y'all, I'm just scrolling back through. And listen, as long as you don't act crazy, I always open up my home to anyone and everyone. As long as you have my sister's stamp of approval. Because you can't let everyone into your house, y'all. You got to do some vetting. Yes, Judy, don't get cut. Don't get cut. Y'all, I sometimes wish on Restream, sometimes it does this, but I can see the comments, it'll automatically like move the comments. Sometimes it doesn't. And if I'm not manually like moving the comments myself, sometimes I miss them. But yes. Oh, y'all, I am so hungry. Let's look and see what they have right here. I don't know if we're going to get anything, but okay, y'all, they have, looks like Fritos barbecue pulled pork walking taco. I don't know that I want Fritos though, y'all, with like a bunch of stuff in it. If it were just like regular chips, like tortilla chips, and then they had this Captain Crunch cinnamon sugar donut holes. That looks really good. Ugh, y'all, I don't know though. I don't feel like this is gonna scratch the itch for me. And they have some Doritos golden sriracha street corn. I do love me some sriracha. Y'all, I'm so hungry. Oh, you did? What did you think about it, Carol? Because I love it. I absolutely, especially the Hollywood location, because for whatever weird reason, the Orlando location will not allow you to film. Like, unless you're invited to the media night, if you're not on the media list for the designated nights that they have, media come out and film, you cannot film inside the houses. But Hollywood, they'll let you film. They're like, yes, come on over here with your camera. Judy, which one did you think looked good? I'm curious. Did you think the walking tacos or the donut holes? Because everything looks good to me with me being hungry. But I need like a proper dinner. But yeah, it's really insane. And I don't know why. And I hate that as someone who streams a lot of content across the parks, that I'm like, I literally cannot film inside the haunted houses here. But this is why, y'all, your girl's hoping to be gainfully employed and keep supporting me. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you give me the little hype points. I don't know what that does on YouTube, but that's like a new thing YouTube is doing now, because your girl is trying to work on her path to get monetized. We have a long way to go, but I do appreciate Heffa Nation. So shout out again to my Twitch fam. Shout out to my YouTube fam. Thank you for all your support. I think right now, y'all, we are rolling 26,000 deep. So my goal is by the time we get to the end of the year that we're closer to 40,000. Wouldn't that be nice? I think so, at least. Oh, yes, the donut holes. Yeah, that did look good. Yeah, see, that exactly. Like, I love being able to record in the houses. What?
Pusheen, little fry.
Pusheen. Oh, okay, y'all. We're going to look at some of the prizes over here really quick as we're walking through. So this is how we end up spending our money on stuff like this, are because of the prizes. Y'all, look, they have Pusheen. Oh, so cute, like little Care Bears. Are you going to play?
Oh no, he's got these other people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like you need to not play with me. It needs to be someone else, a stranger. So it feels like you earned the prize. But yeah, I love filming in the houses, and like you're around people who are screaming.
They got the little pig I won in Hollywood. I'm bigger.
Oh yeah, y'all, my sister actually won the pig that's on display back there. Hers is just like significantly bigger. And this is when we're in California. And so this is also another pro tip. If you're traveling, whether that's here or you're in Cali and you're going to the theme parks and you win plushies, go get you like one of those airtight like vacuum seal bags Hefty has them. You can get them like at Target or Walmart or whatever, and get you, if you don't have a vacuum in the place that you're staying that you can use, you can get a pump and just like get something like that so that way you can like easily like let all the air out and it'll condense and you can pack it in your suitcase. Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about, Carol. I was talking about this and I am hoping to spend some coin. We'll see, finger crossed, because they sell out quickly, but I'm hoping to get the unlimited frequent fare pass. She's a little expensive, but I do so much filming out here. And then what I'm hoping is when we go to California, last year we did, what did we do, Whitney? It was like the first night, but like it was like an unlimited pass. Well, yeah, we did an unlimited pass, but we only paid for one night, y'all, because we were just visiting California. And that was a great investment. We were able to do all of the houses and a couple of them twice. Yeah. So it was bomb. And I got a chance to film. So if you happen to miss any of my Halloween content, baby, just go back to October and you will see so much of my horror nights and my California adventures, y'all. I had a blast. I am looking forward to it. So, yeah, Carol, I am hoping to drop some coin because I was saying earlier that they announced premium Scream Nights here in Orlando. And the Scream Nights are basically like last year was just one night. This year it's 2 nights. It's $3.99 per person, but you get unlimited food. They allegedly say it's going to be lower wait times, but last year it was horrible. The food wasn't that great and the waits were still really long. So I'm like, instead of spending all that money on that, I'm just going to put that money toward an unlimited frequent fare pass. So that way I can come back however many times I want to. Oh, nice. You did early access. I love that. Yeah, I am so hoping, y'all. Here's my goal. Because, sometimes you have to manifest things. My goal, I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen, is to go back to the West Coast. Now, I would like to go back to Southern California because I lived in Orange County, y'all, and I absolutely loved it. And a lot of people hate on Cali. And yes, it's very expensive. Yes, the taxes are high. Yes, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. If you're in the Bay Area, there's definitely a lot of homelessness like there is in Seattle. So, yes, it's expensive. Like, it's all that. But also, what is great about it is that the weather is the best weather I've ever experienced anywhere I've lived. The people are awesome. The food is a bomb. The food is just everything. And there's always so much entertainment and stuff to do because a lot of celebrities, a lot of artists perform in LA. And then also, you're in driving distance to like Las Vegas. Like, come on now. It's so much fun. So if I had to pick between Seattle or SoCal, I hope to go back to Southern California. Yes, I agree, Judy. California is so beautiful. I hope to go back to California if I can, if the coin is right. Or if the coin isn't right, then I will gladly go back to Seattle too, because I love Seattle. Yes, I hear you, Carol. It is so expensive. I'm like, how does anyone afford to live in California? It is like, I lived there for 2 years. It was like some of the best 2 years that I ever had. It was so much fun. However, there was like a situation which I'm not, I can talk about this freely. So my co-producer, aka husband, he ended up getting laid off from his tech job. And I immediately had to make that decision of like, well, I don't want to end up being in a place. And it's not that we couldn't afford it, but I didn't want to feel strapped. You know what I mean? So that's part of the reason why I ended up coming back to the South. Is because I'm like, you know what? We just need an opportunity to reset. Let's get our coins right. Let's do what we have to do, and we'll come back when the timing is better. Yes, yes. I have heard that, Carol. I have heard that. And I can believe it because I'm like, we're like in a place like California, especially considering where it's located. I'm like, where are a lot of people who are unhoused coming from, And I've heard that rumor that there are states that like ship some of their unhoused population over to California. And you also have some states that like just don't like California. Like they hate on the state. And so it's kind of like, oh, well, you all are super progressive and you have all these policies. Well, here, since you have all these policies, why don't you take care of our unhoused population instead of trying to make their communities better? It's like a tit for tat kind of a thing. And I don't like that. Yes. I have heard that. And I just think it's a shame. As someone who used to work in government, I think no matter what state, no matter what city, no matter what community you live in, if you have problems in your area, then the people who are elected to help solve some of those problems should. Like shipping people off to other states is not going to solve the problem. And especially if you're doing it because you're doing it to be malicious. Like it's just unacceptable. 100%. And I love the fact because Seattle is the same way. Seattle has a lot of programs. And, you know, there are some people who are homeless that just have a lot of mental health issues, y'all. You know, like it is possible that people go through situations. No one just straight out says, yes, I aspire to be homeless and struggling financially. And especially in the economy that we're in right now, a lot of people are just like a paycheck or two away from having real financial problems, which is horrible. So just know that like in this channel, in this space, there's a lot of empathy here. And, you know, I recognize that there are a lot of situations, and just because you're up one day doesn't mean you're always going to be up. Not that I want to cast that to anyone, but it's just one of those things where I'm like, I feel like sometimes we're missing a lot of empathy, which is why I get irritated when people start, especially people who have never been to California, hate on California. And I'm like, if you've never been to California, then be quiet. Like, I think Kendrick Lamar has like a lyric in one of his songs about like how you're going to hate on LA, you've never been, but you want to sit back and pretend or something like that. And y'all, I'm like, yes, Kendrick, yes, K Dot. Like, you're not from the area, you've never been. It's fine if you want to ask questions, or it's fine if you're like, oh, I saw this thing on TV. Is this true? Is it really like this? But like to just sit back and be hateful for no reason, like no way. Wow, that is so fascinating. Oh man, I'm sure you hear all sorts of stories. All sorts of stories. I don't know, Whitney. Y'all look at some of the. So we just walked into one of the Dr. Seuss shops. I don't know, Rocky's looking a little dry. She's looking a little dry. And y'all, we're just like walking around at this point. This is probably a sign that we need to go get some food. Hey, Whitney, I'll be outside. But yeah, y'all, I'm sure you, Carol, have heard all sorts of stories. Like I can only imagine. And y'all, Whitney is just looking around at some trees. So I'm just gonna step outside and wait for her to come on out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like, can we just have some empathy and please like take care of the issues that are going on in your state, and don't just think that you like, why would you do that and like drain resources in another state? Because like these programs and things take resources, it takes money, right? And I don't understand like this malicious intention, especially the stuff that's been happening here, where I know like our administration and the people that support our current administration here in the US were literally putting undocumented individuals on planes and just shipping them off to other areas. And this is before we got into like the detention centers and the things that are happening right now. It was just like, oh, we're going to just put you in a whole nother state. And I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't be using my taxpayer dollars for that. And that is so malicious and unacceptable. 100% complete dehumanization. Complete dehumanization. I'm like, I cannot believe. I'm like, y'all, what a time to be alive, especially if you're here in the US. I'm just going to apologize, especially to other countries and other places that have been affected by the nonsense that's going on over here, because it's crazy. It is so crazy. So y'all stay safe out there. Stay safe and just have empathy. Okay. Have empathy for people. Like, I honestly feel like not that that's going to solve the world's problems, but I think a lot of what we're experiencing and what is happening right now is just because of hate and you have a subset of people that think their way of living and their belief system and all of that is what everyone should subscribe to. And otherwise, if you don't, then it's almost like you're not human and you don't deserve to have a great quality of life. And I just think that that's so unacceptable. So, y'all just know that, like, I hope that when you join me on these walk and talks, you feel as if you can hang out with me, we can have a good time, enjoy just, life and living for just a moment. There's a lot of things that are stressful out there, but this is why I love coming to the parks. It's just a good way to like unplug and disconnect from all of that. But also that I hope you find that like hanging out with me brings just a little bit of joy to your day. Even if you're just like half of like, why are you talking about politics, y'all? Sometimes we got to. This is the world we're living in, and it's completely unavoidable. So there are going to be some moments that we'll talk about it. And I know sometimes it can bring some discomfort, but sometimes you may need to sit in that discomfort for just a little bit. And being a woman, being a person of color, like I feel like my existence is political. So y'all, it just is what it is. Okay. Like I cannot not talk about politics occasionally on this channel. But we'll always bring it back and still have a good time and bring some humor into it when and where it's appropriate. Like, y'all, we're talking about politics and we're in Dr. Seuss land. And like, it just cracks me up because I'm like, Dr. Seuss is such an unproblematic author. And I'm like, let's just have Dr. Seuss as president at this point because we need some empathy and we need some common sense and all sorts of things right now. I appreciate that, Judy. Thank you for the shout out, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And y'all, as much as I have loved hanging out with you, we have been on for a little over an hour now. Your girl is parched. I'm like, the throat is dry. It is like cracking at times. I'm like, I need to get some food. Y'all, today has been so crazy. It's like, have you ever had those moments where you're working and you're just doing so much, you don't have time to eat, like, or you just forget to eat because that's the kind of day I've had today. So your girl is ready to get her grub on. I don't know that Whitney and I are actually going to get any rides tonight, although the park is open for like another hour and a half. But we're probably going to figure out what the food situation is going to be like right now. Get some food, just chill, enjoy the rest of the evening. Y'all, I have some exciting travel coming up that was like a little bit unexpected. So your girl is going across the pond. So I have a trip to the UK that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Your girl's going to be in New York. Okay. She is booked and busy. And I don't know that I'm going to do any live streams. So if you don't catch me for the next couple of weeks, it's just because of the traveling. But I was talking with Whitney and I was like, I don't know, maybe I should do a live stream in New York. Maybe I should. It'd be fun to take half a nation with me on my travels. I don't know that I'm going to be able to take you all with me in the UK because of the time difference, but New York is a possibility, Heifers. It's a definite possibility. So you all just know if you don't catch me for the next couple of weeks, it's just because your girl is trying to travel and I will be recording. I'm definitely going to shoot a lot of footage. So you all are going to see a lot of that. Probably like what? Like right now, we're in April. So you'll probably see a lot of that footage like toward the end of the month. I'm excited, y'all. I need to get out of here. Like I need a break. I need a break for just like 2.2 seconds. So with all of that and with things being so heavy in the world, y'all dig into the things that bring you joy, even if it's the little things like go outside, take a walk, play games with your friends, build community, do what you got to do. Try not to kill your sibling or the people who are closest to you, even though they drive you crazy. Look at that. Look at that face, y'all. That's the face of a villain. I appreciate that, Judy. I will definitely try to be safe. And Heifer Nation, you all stay safe out there too. Stay safe out there. Have empathy and invest in yourself. Do things in life, no matter how small. It does not have to be a big elaborate trip. It could just be going with a friend to the movies. It could be watching something on Netflix. It could be hanging out with your boo thing. Whatever brings you joy, y'all do it. That's literally the reason why I booked all this stuff at the last minute. I didn't think I was going to do it. And I was like, you know what? We got to do it because how am I going to have a channel called Java and Journeys and I don't go on any journeys? Like, y'all know I do go on journeys. I have experiences. But I'm talking about like big stuff because that's my aspiration, y'all. I love the theme park stuff, but I told you all, I don't consider myself to be a theme park vlogger necessarily. It's just a part of my experience living here in Orlando. This woman is made for the world. I just need my bank account to reflect that. I just need that. Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate having you join in. And y'all, if you're new here to this channel, you've been hanging out and rolling deep with me for this long. As a sign says, the adventure lives on. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Join me every Wednesday for our walk and talk. And I'll sometimes post on my YouTube channel, especially if, I'm not able to join a live or if we change the time of a live. So you can keep track of me there. But hopefully you'll see a lot of my content from my upcoming adventures later on. So if we don't catch each other, Heifas, next Wednesday, you'll definitely catch me in a couple of weeks. So that's why you need to hit that bell. Stay subscribed so you get notified of all of our caffeinated journeys and adventures together. Y'all, it's been such an amazing time. I'm going to get some food now that we've made our way all the way back to the front of the park. And your girl is just going to chill for the rest of the evening. So with that being said, Heifas, I hope you have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. And stay safe out there. Bye, everyone. See ya. Man, Cass, Cass, we just did the sign off. Bye, everyone. Bye. Cass, we'll catch you on the next one. I love this. All right, y'all. I'll see you later.